If you want to build a strong lower body to make life easier, welcome to your workout, because today we are all about building muscle in the lower body, which is not only going to help that muscular definition in your legs, but also make all of the tasks that we have in everyday life that much easier. I am so glad you are here because friends, don't let friends skip leg day. So high five that you made it. I know leg day is a tough one, but I'm telling you, with only 25 minutes, we are going to make every second count. This is a super effective workout, and it is a traditional style workout. So the structure today, we have 7 total exercises that we're going to repeat for 3 sets. For those sets, we're gonna work for 40 seconds. After each set, we're gonna rest for 20 seconds. Once we get through those 3 sets, we will have a round rest of 45 seconds. Equipment today is our heavy dumbbells. With that heavier weight, we're gonna be lifting at a much slower tempo. So if you do only have moderately heavy weights for the exercises today, and remember, weight is always relative to you in the exercise that we are doing. So my heavy might not look the same as your heavy. Again, this is your workout, so challenge yourself there. But if you do just have more moderately light or moderately heavy weights, you're gonna go at a slightly quicker tempo. So for myself, I'll be lifting heavy at a slower pace, so that means I'll get less reps in with heavier weights. But if you've got moderately heavy weights, you're gonna get more reps in with lighter weights. So overall, we're looking at our total volume for what we're lifting today, whether it's faster or slower with heavier or lighter dumbbells. And equipment that is optional will be our exercise bench. So I'm gonna have that out here we're gonna do something really fun, a foot elevated Romanian deadlift. If you have a couch or a sturdy chair, you can use that as well. We've also got Bulgarian split squats and hip thrusts. So I have modifications on screen if you don't have that, and you're gonna be following all on the mat for today's work. But with that, let's go ahead and get into our warm up so we can get this short but effective workout started. We are gonna start with a squat to good morning. So squat first, then hands on the hips. We're gonna hinge it forward for that good morning, and then back down. Squat and hinge it. Head up, chest up. Keeping those knees soft throughout, not locking them out and not rounding through the back, but nice long spine, good posture. Quad pulls next. Let's do 2 more. So 2 more squats, 2 more good mornings. That's 1. Last one here. Here's 2. And lean it forward. Now taking that heel up to the bum, hold it for a second, and then switch. We will grab some lighter weights, kind of leaning more towards that moderately heavy weight for this warm up today. Again, just to get you started before we get into our heavier lifts. And just moving from side to side. Last 2. Low sumo and twist next, legs out, toes out. Taking it down into that low sumo, open up here with the legs and just rock it side to side. And then we're gonna walk our hands up and get a twist through that upper body. So from here, taking those hands right above the knees, dropping one shoulder, and then switch to the other side. Pressing back on those legs as you twist. I love doing that. I'll just do this randomly throughout the day because I just think it feels so good. But it really gets you warm through the lower, through the upper, through the core. Last 2 and 1. So here we are. We're gonna grab our lighter weights. I'm gonna use 20 pounds actually for this warm up. But again, use what you need to get yourself warm. Suitcase squat first, then we'll do a sumo Romanian deadlift. So with that suitcase squat, shoulders rolled back, dumbbells right next to your legs, just as if you're holding suitcase. And then we're gonna squat it down and press that floor away. Back down. Press, exhale. Three more, and then sumo RDL. Here's 3. Keeping that chest up. 2. The last one. Good. From here, take those legs out, a little bit wider, toes turned out. Sumo RDL, so dumbbells come in front. Keep the weight nice and close to your center of gravity. Hinge down, back flat, core tight. Pull, squeeze up. Okay, feeling warm already in the lower body. Let's do 2 more. Here's 2. And then we're gonna get into it. Last one. pull, squeeze up. Oh, all right. I'm gonna keep my 20s out here because I will probably use those again, but we're gonna get started with a squat. So from there, again, make it heavy. We're gonna pop those dumbbells up onto the shoulder, choose weight accordingly. If you wanna use your watch, you can do that. Traditional strength training is the option I will use on my watch today. Grab your weights and let's do this. So starting right away with that good form, don't let that the chest close in. Keep those shoulders back, head is up. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, squat it down. Nice, slow and controlled. Hit the bottom of your squat, then press that floor away, squeeze up. And we're not locking out the legs, but I want you to think about tightening, pressing the floor away, tightening through those legs, and then back down. Exhale as you come up. Okay. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Shake it out for just a second. We only have 20 seconds. So rest in between the sets is fairly short to keep that intensity up. But remember, we get longer breaks in between our 3 sets before we switch exercises. And I'm telling you, that rest is gonna feel so good. Second set in 3. Grab your weights up on the shoulders, and here we go. 40 on. Now when we are lifting heavy, please do not let your mind wander. Stay right here with this exercise. Take each rep as it comes, thinking about form throughout. So every time you're thinking, keep that head up, drop that bum, press that floor away. And then don't forget to breathe. And I know it's a lot, and that's why I'm saying do not let your mind wander. Okay, last one. 3, 2, 1. Rest it out. Shake it out. And in between sets here, because we are lifting heavier, just give your hands a little bit of a shake. Circle with the wrist. Because if you are over gripping, try to just loosen the grip and remember to let your dumbbells just kind of rest in your hand with your fingers just supporting the weight. Bring it up, and here we go. Last set. Head up, chest up, keep it strong. We're almost there, over halfway through this last set. Almost there. One more. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Next exercise, this is where if you've got your bench, pull that on out. This is a foot elevated Romanian deadlift. So this is going to be really amazing to put all of that focus in through the ham and the glute on that working leg. And so when we do that, you're gonna stand almost like you're doing a split squat, the Bulgarian, but you're gonna be much closer to the bench. I am going to have the top of my foot down and I'm gonna use one dumbbell. You will see the modification for a kickstand Romanian deadlift. And in that modification, I have 2 dumbbells. So my heavier with the bench looks different than my heavier with the kickstand RDL. So we're getting ready, 40 seconds, and here we go. So soft knee, hinge it down, pull and squeeze up. Now when I'm doing the foot on the bench, I have opposite hand to opposite leg. You're keeping that soft knee, driving the hips back, and about 95% of your weight is here because this is just here for that minimal balance. And I would say there's less work going into that back leg than even the kickstand. This is similar to that single leg, but it offers a little bit more support so we can go heavier. So that's why we're using this variation. Last 3, 2, and 1. Oh. We're gonna keep it same side. Now this is a little bit more advanced than the kickstand, so if you are newer to strength training, I'll encourage you to just do that modification. And then as you start to increase your balance and stability, this is an amazing option. We're going into it again, second set. So nice and close to the bench, and here we go. Good posture, back flat, core tight, hinge it, pull it, squeeze it. And again, we're not rushing, taking our time. You will know you are going too low if you start to round through the shoulders or the back. You just want to hit that low point to feel a nice stretch through the ham. Then we contract those muscles through the glutes and hams. Right here, squeeze them, tighten them, they shorten, and that's where we get that strengthening. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. One more set like that. Shake it out. Whoa. Staying on the same side. And the reason we're not alternating right and left here is because I want all of that intensity, all of that build in this leg so we can hit failure. Because failure comes, then that muscle is built. Here we go. Second set. Nope, third set. Yeah, third set. Here we go. 40 on. Apparently I like these so much, I was willing to do an extra set. And I do enjoy these. But again, it's a challenging move, and that's why we've saved it here for this heavy traditional day. Oh, wow. Don't lock out your knee, keep it soft. Spine nice and long, don't round through the shoulders. Whoo, this is getting tough. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now we're switching sides, and anytime we work one side and the other, really try to maintain the same weight that you use throughout to make sure we are building evenly on both sides. Here we go. Switching sides. Getting that foot up on the bench if you're doing that, or that kickstand. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Drive those hips back, spine nice and long. Ooh. Okay. This is my challenging side for sure. Ugh. Whoa. Keep that spine long, hinge at the hips, drive the hips back, pull and squeeze up. Ooh, this burns so good. Last 3, here's 2, and 1. I gotta finish my rep. Oh, whoa, nice job. Rest it out, 20 seconds, it goes by quick. Woo. All right, here we go again. Same thing, same side, in 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. As you hinge, keep that knee back, pull, squeeze up. And like we talked about in that first side, lengthening through the ham and the glutes, and then we contract and squeeze back up. And we're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Woo. One more set. Yes. Oh. You see, when it gets tough, that is why you need a friend for leg day. And friends don't let friends skip leg day, because we are getting so much out of this workout right now. Not only for our body, but for our mind. Like, we are getting rid of the crap. See you later. This is showing us that we have got this. Last set, 40 seconds on. Bring that leg up in 3. Here's 2 and 1. Now, if you kind of get a little shaky in between the set, reset yourself. Start, of course, first with that good posture. Then hinge it down. Drive the hips back. Soft knee. Oh, pull and squeeze up. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, sound effects have begun, apparently. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Okay, we are moving on. Out of our 7 exercises, this is exercise number 4. And we're gonna keep this heavy. We're gonna go into a sumo deadlift. I'm just gonna move the bench. We're gonna need this again for the last 3 exercises, but right here and right now, sumo deadlift. So with that sumo deadlift, start at the bottom. I like to use 1 dumbbell. That helps me keep the best form. Legs out, toes out, hinge at the hips, bend at the knees, push that floor away, keep that spine long. Again, I know it's a lot to think about, and that's why I said, especially on our heavy days, don't let your mind wander. So get everything else out right now. You got this. Here we go. Sumo deadlift. Push that floor away. And I like to do a full dead stop where I let that dumbbell just set for a second and then pull back up. Back flat, core tight. Letting that dumbbell come straight down, or if you're using 2, letting those dumbbells come straight down. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Letting that weight come back down. Breathing, let those hands have a little break. 10 seconds, we go into our second set. Whew. All right, 5 seconds, start from the bottom. In 3, here's 2, drop it low, and let's lift. Think about letting that chest stick out through your arms to keep that back flat. That helps me anyways. When I think about that good posture, I think about bringing my shoulders back, sticking my chest out. Almost there. Last 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Sometimes when I'm in the middle of a rep and the timer still goes out, I'm like, I am finishing this rep. So just take that little extra oomph, and you're gonna see those little extra changes that add up to a big deal. Last set. Here we go in 3, in 2, and 1. 40 seconds, last sumo deadlift. Now I know we are really starting to fatigue all over at this point with this exercise. So focus on your form. Over halfway. Oh, this one. Oh, it was burning so good. 1 more. Here we go. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Resting it out, longer break as we have completed those 3 sets. If you got your bench, pull it on out for Bulgarian split squat. We are going into that next. And then modification for that one is the staggered squat. Now, if you're doing the modification, we're gonna have that in a suitcase position, which means just like we did in the warm-up squat, dumbbells are gonna be hanging down by your side, keep that chest up. Grabbing the weights for Bulgarian split squat or staggered squat as modification. We're staying on the same side for all 3 sets. We go in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. Exhale. So, Bulgarian split squat or staggered squat. You are pressing that floor away with that working leg, the other leg just there for some balance. Keeping your spine nice and long. Now with the Bulgarian split squat, I have just a slight hinge forward at my hips here, but I'm not rounding my back. That's helping me work a little bit deeper through the glutes with that forward hinge. So you don't want to lean too far forward that you start rounding, but a slight hinge will target the glutes more. 3, 2, 1. Oh, those are something wild, and I love it. The wilder, the better. Let's go. Second set. Here we go. In 3, in 2, and 1. 40 on. And with the Bulgarian split squat, I like to let my dumbbells hang forward a little bit, keeping my wrists straight, and then tapping the ground so that I know I am staying consistent in my range of motion. Oh, these are so awesome. I know they are tough. I am not going to deny that. They are very challenging, but I know that they are gonna pay off in the best way. Last one, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I just got really like grr on that one. So for this last set, I think we all need to get our grrs going. So here we go. 8 seconds. Whew. Foot is up, we go in 3, in 2, last one, here it is. Exhale and push that floor away. Woo. Almost there. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay. Da 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 dun dun dun. That is burning badly. Okay. Oh, give me a minute, give me a minute. I don't have a minute, I have like 20 seconds. Whoa. All right, we're doing the same thing on the other side. Hey, y'all want kickboxing? We got kickboxing in between sets. Here we go. Ooh, that helps. That does help the burn a little bit. Anyways, we're going to the other side now. Ooh, no shame in your game when you're lifting heavy. You just do what you gotta do to get through the sets. Here we go, other side. Whew. In 3, in 2, and 1. Sometimes I forget what side I'm supposed to be working, but I can tell you absolutely 100% there was no doubting. The burn on that side that just worked, that was like, no, go to the other side. I am not doing one more rep. Whew. On that side. Oh, keeping that spine nice and long. If you've got that slight hinge forward, take that for the Bulgarian split squat, not for the staggered. Keep that chest up in that staggered. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, okay. 10 seconds and we go. I just gotta keep moving right now. It's helping me smile, so I'm doing it. Here we go, in 3, in 2, and 1. Whew. This is one of those workouts where you're like, I didn't even know I had a muscle there, and you're feeling it. And you're like, where did that come from? Oh, it's one of those days. It's one of those days. Last 3, 2, 1. Oh, shake it out. We need workouts like that though, because as you train, you will notice that you are less and less sore because you are stronger and stronger. And we need days like this to just boop, kick it up a notch. And that's what we're doing. So then we can set that bar higher for the next workout, the next workout, and the next workout. This is progressive overload. This is where we get strong. So here we go. Last set, Bulgarian split squat. Let's go. Wow. By the way, a stretch is in order after this. So I'm gonna give you that finisher and then I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say it a little bit louder. A stretch is going to be so good after this one. Almost there. Okay, we got one more, we got it, let's do it. Last 3, 2, 1. Amazing, okay. That was exercise 6 out of 7. So you know that this means this is our last exercise. Just clap it up for a second because we're doing it. Next exercise, final exercise is hip thrust. If you have your bench or your sturdy surface like a couch or a bed. If not, you're on the ground for glute bridge, which there is a modification for that one. You'll see it on screen. But if you are ready, grab your dumbbells. We are going for it. Hip thrust, I'm going up a little bit. All right, getting into position. 40 seconds on the clock in 5, in 4, in 3, here's 2, and let's go. Down, drive those hips up, squeeze. All the way down. Now if you were glute bridge on the ground, keep that back flat as you come up. Same thing here, hip thrust. We are keeping the back, the spine straight. We are not rounding or arching. And again, if you're on the ground, just tap down and then press right back up. Knees in line with toes. Squeezing through those glutes. Like the cheeks are pinned together at the top. Okay, last one up. Hold it with me for 3, 2, 1. Oh, rest it out. We're gonna go again. Set 2 out of 3 here is almost here. Okay, breathing. 5 seconds, so let's walk it back out and get ready to go. In 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. 40 on. Down, drive and squeeze. And I'm gonna circle back around here to the stretch because we didn't get to talk about it all the way. And the reason that I am emphasizing stretch today is because those muscles are gonna be tight, tight, tight. And if you can stretch, that will help with that muscle soreness. And it just feels so stinking good to get that stretch in. So if you were one that is like, who needs the stretch? Let me tell you, the stretch is also called the dessert. Last 3, hold it for 2 and 1. And I don't like to leave dessert behind, so think about it as your dessert afterwards. It just feels so good. It just hits in all the right places. So we'll have the challenge and the stretch after this. We are going into the last set. This is so good. I'm so happy. Here we go, last set. 40 seconds on in 5. Here's 4, 2, and let's go. Down, press and squeeze. Last 40 seconds. And I'm gonna tell you the challenge today. So we had a workout like this for the upper body a couple days ago. If you haven't done that one, highly gonna encourage you to do that one. And we paired that one with abs. Now today, we are hitting the obliques. So the challenge after this workout, the finisher will be our obliques finisher. And again, if you haven't done the previous workout to this, the traditional upper body, challenging you to go back and do that one. Not today, another day. Up and hold it for 3, 2, 1. Okay, what are my legs gonna do? My legs are just gonna sit here. Help, SOS, okay. We're gonna need someone to carry us out. And then after that, we're gonna be stronger for life, because I told you at the beginning, we are gonna be stronger in life because of this workout. So thank you for joining me. You made it so much fun. It is always better to work out, and it is especially better to do leg day with a friend. So thank you for joining me for our leg day. I will see you over at that obliques finisher, and then of course a stretch. And if you are short on time right now, at least try to get the stretch in some point throughout your day today. And I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, why do I not stretch? It is so good. So I love you so much. Thank you again for getting strong with me, and we are getting strong. I will see you over at the finisher. I love you.